Hey, my fellow EDMers. This is Adia, and I'm basically here to speak with you to tell basically this generation of EDM that we have gone astray. We have forgotten the message. We have forgotten the credo of what PLUR is, what PLUR stands for, what EDM was started for, if that makes any sense, I'm not talking about the EDM that started in Jamaica in the 60s. We're going to switch and go all the way to the 80s, like the late 80s, early 90s, when that movement started. And it was started because of war and all the fighting that was going on, and people just needed a unified ground where music transcended above all of that. Well, music brought people together. It was about sound, it was about dynamics, it was about a fucking punch, and I remember back in the days, EDM, or electronic dance music, not to be confused with electronica, was basically started because, like I said, people just wanted a unified ground. And back then, drugs were not a part of the deal. Drugs were not accepted. I mean, of course people are going to do drugs, you know what I mean? People are always going to use, but that was not what EDM was about. And I do remember a time when actually you go to raves and you would find a bunch of candy ravers at the corner because nobody wanted to deal with them. Nobody wanted to be associated with that. That wasn't what we were about. It was about the music. It was about the love, the peace, the joy, and everything that people felt. And it was not, until today, it is not about doing drugs. It is not about that scene whatsoever. So I just want you people, or today's generation, to realize what a horrible name you're giving to this community. We're not about that. You know that. You old school ravers, you know what we are about. My main concern goes with the social media form of, especially Instagram. I see a lot of people promoting that scene, which is great. We need it promoted, but they are using the wrong message to promote. You're seeing people using hashtags as Molly made me do it. I love Molly. I am tripping. I am rolling. I am a raver because I rage and roll hard. No, I'm a raver because I believe in peace. I believe in love and unity and respect. I believe in loving and let loving happen. Just love and let love, motherfuckers. More about kind of like a situation where you are not judged. You're not shunned. And right now, that is what this community is going to. This community is becoming one that is shunned. I am in New York. I go, and when I send my press kits to venues and I'm like, hey, I'm an EDM act and I'm trying to book a show, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't want that type of crowd here because we don't support drug use and everything. And it's like, but that's not what I'm about. That's not what EDM is about. That's not what the guys in fucking Chicago are about, okay? Yes, I'm not saying nobody does drugs, because people do, okay? People do drugs. People are gonna do drugs. What I'm saying is that, what I'm basically saying is that you should not let that be the reason why you want to do EDM. You should not let that be what you use to promote yourself. And if you are coming into this organization, into this community or whatever it is, you have to understand what it really is. You know what I mean? You have to understand what we stand for and not go about false promoting what EDM isn't about. I guess that's my rage and my rant. Basically, I'm just trying to say we are not about drugs. We are about music. We are about love and peace and all that fun stuff, you know? Definitely not about what you see. Girls, fucking respect yourself. Put on clothing. When EDM, when rave started, we had clothing for that, you know? They're called kickwear. Ever heard of Jenko jeans? Ever heard of UFOs and, you know, tank tops and sports bras and stuff? Yeah, that's what we wore. That's what EDM girls wear. They don't dress like strippers. They don't dress like hookers, you know? They don't dress like fucking sluts. And they're not proud to be called sluts. They have respect for themselves, you know? They have utter respect for who they are and what they believe in and what they stand for. And it is definitely not drugs. It is definitely not what we find people doing today. So basically this rant and rave and whatever you see me doing today, thank you, is just a little message I'm hoping you guys are gonna get and try to promote what we EDM stand for. Not drugs. EDM is not about tripping. EDM is not about rolling. EDM is not about loose girls dressed up in underwears and making a fool of themselves and putting their butts in the air. Jesus Christ, that's not EDM. That is whoring. I don't know, that is some kind of expression. I have no freaking clue what that is, but from what I understand, when EDM started, that is not our mantra. That is not what we believe in. And Lord knows that is not what we stand for. So please, okay, do yourself, do the fathers of EDM justice, and I guess I can say stand for what we believe in, which is peace, love, and unity. Peace, love, and unity. Peace, love, and unity. Ciao.